All right, now page 132. Now this is again the same thing. PQ is a straight line. All right. Use a set square to draw a line perpendicular to line PQ through point R. So this is point R. I have to draw a line perpendicular to line PQ through point R. That means passing through point R. So for this I'm going to use my set square again, or you can use your paper set square. We'll call this the paper set square. Both are the same. So again I repeat, you need to place your set square correctly this way. This is the right angle, not this, not this. So you have to place this side against the line PQ. Now I'm going to move it. I've placed it. I'm going to move it so that it reaches point R. Now as you can see, it has to be straight. Okay, make sure it is straight. You have placed it correctly till you reach point R, and then you can draw a straight line reaching up to the line PQ. Make sure you hold your thing down carefully, and you draw the line. Okay, so this line which goes through point R is perpendicular to line PQ. Okay, all right. Now in the same way, we are going to draw XY is a straight line. Use a set square to draw a line perpendicular to line XY. Okay, so I'm now going to use my paper set square and not my other one. Again, place it correctly, not like this. Okay, you have to make sure this side or this side is against the line. Now I can use here, okay, or I can even place it this side like this. If you want to place it on this side, from this side, so I can place it like this. All right, if you have a set square, look at it, it has to be placed like this. All right, I'm going to place both, one on top of the other. All right, so what you need to do is you need to draw a line perpendicular. So I'm going to draw a line perpendicular to line XY. Now this doesn't have a point. I can draw a line anywhere. All right, it doesn't have to be through any point. All right, it can be anywhere. Anywhere where it can join line XY, anywhere. All right, so make sure, like, see now teacher shook a little, so the paper moved and the line got crooked. So you need to hold down the paper carefully, okay, firmly down. All right, so this is the line. Now we are going to do page 134. Okay, so name the pair of perpendicular lines in the figure. So we need to name the pair of perpendicular lines in each figure. Now for this you can again use your set square to check the answers, or your paper one. All right, either one you can use. Now look at the first figure. Look at the first figure carefully. All right, now this side is definitely not a right angle, so it cannot be perpendicular. Line BA is not perpendicular. What we have to find out, line AB is perpendicular to which line? Now AB is joining AC and is joining BC. Now definitely AB is not perpendicular to AC, because you can see this angle is not a right angle. This is an acute angle. Now I'm going to turn the book so that I can see AB, whether it's perpendicular to BC. All right, so I'm going to place my set square against line AB and see whether line BC is at a right angle. Yes, it is at a right angle. So, line AB is perpendicular to line BC. Okay, you can write down in the box. All right, next one. Now, this one, if you look at this angle is definitely not a right angle, neither is this angle. What about this side? So, I'm going to again place my set square and see whether this is a right angle. Okay, the set square is a little bit big, so I need to flatten my book. All right, now look at line ED and DF. Let's see. Yes, it is perpendicular. It is a right angle. So ED is perpendicular. This is the sign for perpendicular, remember. So line ED is perpendicular to line DF. Alright. Now the next one. This is not a triangle. This is with a lot of sides. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Now most certainly these two are right angles. Do you think so? So line HG is perpendicular to line GK, and then line HI, you can see this, is perpendicular to line IJ. So this line HG is perpendicular to GK and line HI is perpendicular to IJ. Again, you can place your set square and check your answers. So I'm going to just place the set square to see whether my answer is correct. Okay? Yes, it's a right angle. Then the same thing for this one. Yes, it's a right angle. Okay? Now, moving on to the next figure. Where do you think is the right angle? Definitely this one, right? Straight line. So, MN is perpendicular to NO. Alright? So, definitely this one. Now, the other one. Let's see which one. Which do you think? Maybe this one? Alright, let me see. PQ and OP. So I'm going to place my set square and see whether PQ is perpendicular to OP. Yes, if I place my set square, I can see PQ is perpendicular to OP. Alright? Okay, for the last one. Now look at the last figure. There are 4 sides, that means 4 angles. This one is definitely not. Neither is this, neither is this. This one, RS and ST, I'm not so sure. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place my set square and see whether RS is perpendicular to ST. Alright, so this is my set square. I'm going to just place it and see. Okay, as you can see, it's not exactly in line, it's outside. So this is actually an obtuse angle. So in this figure, there are no perpendicular lines. So you write none. Okay? Okay, the next page that we are going to do is page 135. Alright, it says here, use a set square and a ruler to check for parallel lines. Put a tick in the box if the lines are parallel. Use arrowheads to show that the lines are parallel. Now, how do we use a ruler and a set square to show the parallel lines? Alright, now this was in your course books. Alright, on page 98. This was in your course book on page 98. So I'm going to quickly show it over here so that you know how to check your parallel lines. So what you need to do is you place the ruler across the line like this, and then you move your set square along the ruler to find the parallel lines. Okay, so, and if you don't have, as I said, if you don't have your set square, you can even use the paper one. It's the same thing, but you have to make sure you place the set square like this, not like this. Okay, like this, and you move it. All right, so anyway, coming back to your activity books, look at the ruler. Now how am I going to check? I'm going to place my set square, place my ruler like this. All right, and I'm going to move my set square along the line to see if the second line is parallel. So as you can see, I'm going to move it and I'm going to check and see. Now you can see this line is not parallel, it is crooked. You can see it is not parallel, it is going a little bit crooked. So these two lines are not parallel. What about the next one? Yes, the next one are parallel. So you can put the arrowheads and tick. Okay, the next two lines are also clearly parallel. You can put the arrowheads and put a tick. All right, these two lines definitely not parallel, they are going crooked. All right, okay, the next one, yes, they are parallel, definitely put the arrowhead. Okay, what about the next two? Yes, put the arrowhead and the tick. The next two definitely not. All right, and the next two also not. I will show you once again how to check the parallel lines. So I'm going to place, now I did the first one, I'm going to place my ruler on the second one. All right, now you see I'm placing the ruler and I'm going to move the line to see whether the two lines are parallel. Okay, I need to place the ruler like this and then move. Okay, I'm placing the ruler like this and then move it up to see whether it forms a straight line. So you can see it is a straight line. So you place your ruler like this and then you move from the first line to the second line and see whether it is parallel. Okay.